Okay, now for the next issue, which is the suspension arm and mechanism bushes. To this I can only show you in the video, so I'll just jump over to the video now. Okay, be with you in a minute. Welcome back to my Engwe Engine Pro. And as I said, this is the, let me lift this out of the way. On both sides you've got this linkage that again goes onto the main suspension assembly there, and then attaches to the tail. So you've got a suspension tail similar to a mountain bike tail. As I said, that's the main suspension area, and it's attached with this. I don't know if I can do it from here. No, I can't. What I'm going to do is move around this side, and I'm going to show you that it's exactly the same on both sides and exactly the same issue. So what I'm going to do here is attempt to recreate it. So if you look at, we'll get this thing out of the way. If you look at this bit here, and watch this area here, watch the linkage between this and the tail, the floating tail as they call it, I think they call it. Anyway, you ready? Hold on, let me attach this to the bike and then we'll have a good look. Oh, all right, speak to you in a second. I've attached it to the bike, so hopefully this will work. And if you see what happens when I move the linkage up and down, can you see that movement? This is tight, it's screwed in, and it's to the correct amount. The actual item moves about 4 millimeters, so that you can see the cable, this here, moving with it. So this is wearing, this actual item here is wearing at the core, at the bush, whatever is in there. And you see here that it's the same on both sides. The actual item is moving. Now goodness knows how long it's got. As I said, goodness knows how long it's got, but yeah, not good. I'll move it again just to show you keyboard warriors, in case you think I'm moaning at nothing at all. Can you see there? If I move this, can I move that? I think I can show you that it's actually moving there, like that. There you go. How's that? How's that, baby? Anyway, I'll just get back in a minute. Let me undo this camera. So you can see here the actual, and there's a nylon something, a washer or something, actually coming out and now protruding. My inquisitiveness took over from me, so I took one of the sides off. This is the suspension link, and this is where it normally stands. If you look, it's got a connection point here, an Allen key point, which is different. It goes through the movable rear frame of the bike, rear part of the frame, and then it's pinned on through 2 pins that go all the way through to here. So if you look, these are actually hardened kind of steel, chrome plated steel, and then the screws go into there and they flex apart these points, which has worked. And if you look at the back, they haven't done that. The designers, they've decided to go to one of these countersunk heads that go through, which is great, but as you can see, these are the 2 points that match up to the mounted pins that come through, with the screw heads landing here. At the back you can see they've used a nylon insert or a nylon bush. If I turn it over you can see, and it's actually worn through the bushing and gone into the metal and started to go into the metal, because obviously there's no bushing holding it, there's no hardened area bushing holding it. And then if you look here, there's wear marks. Now where's that coming out? Well, nowhere else but on the frame. So if I put you down here, here you go. So as this has been flexing and these have been moving and coming undone, because these come undone all the time, they're shocking. I've used Loctite and everything on it. They will not stay in because of the movement around it. So that's what they look like when they're complete. You can see, if you look, the nylon bushing coming through here. So for some reason they've decided to use nylon bushing at the most important point going. Using it here and here I could relate to, but here where the main frame flexes at the back, so this wear here has created a lot of issues with the handling. I thought it was getting worse, but I couldn't work out what it was. And if you look at this point here, I would argue because these are wearing, then this has started wearing on here. And it started to actually elongate it if you look at it on that direction. Anyway, back to the original video. As you see, these bolts, these screws go through. It is totally going through and attached. You can see the end of the bolt there. And as I said, a massive issue. Linkage wearing away, not very good. So Engwe, over to you. So as you can see, although immediately it's not that much of an issue with regards to safety, this is going to be an issue with regards to the mechanism and the longevity of it. I believe this is to do with the drop it had to smash the back rack. It's twisted something on the bushing or the suspension arm. The suspension arm's cracked already. You've seen that in the first video, Engwe. What are you going to do about it? Anyway, all the best to you. Hope you enjoyed the video and it was helpful. And yeah, like and subscribe as well, because this is going to be ongoing, and I'm also going to be doing other bike videos as well, because I have quite a few and bits of advice on how to do things on a budget but not shoddily. Anyway, speak to you later. See you in the next video. Bye now.